You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Just when you thought that the NHL had ended wokeness in its sport, you were gravely mistaken. I was mistaken. The NHL had a problem last season when players did not want to wear pride jerseys, pride tape, none of that stuff, because they were religious or they just didn't want a virtue signal. The players were put in a bad position by the teams. The team said, hey, we're going to wear these pride jerseys in the pregame. Ivan Provorov said, no, I'm not going to do it. And then other players said, no, we're not going to do it. The NHL had a problem on its hands. And then we gave the NHL credit. They said, you know what? We're going to end all of this stuff. The dress code is dress code. You will wear the regular jerseys. You'll wear the regular hockey sticks. You'll use the regular hockey sticks. All this virtue signaling, over with. We're done. We're out of it. We just want to play the game. Well, Travis Dermott tested the NHL by using a stick with pride tape. I believe it was only in the pregame. I could be mistaken. But we found out, guys, that the NHL did nothing to him. They didn't even contact him. It was a blatant violation of the rules. But the NHL was too cowardly to do anything about it. Travis Dermott broke the rules. And the NHL bent the knee. Gary Bettman, man, and the owners, they're spineless. They're gutless. The players should have no respect for them whatsoever now at this point. When I mean they bent the knee, they have now completely bent the knee, guys. Check this out. NHL rescinds ban on rainbow-colored pride tape, allowing players to use it on the ice this season. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that pride jerseys are coming back as of right now, but I believe that the NHL now has opened up Pandora's box. So, Travis Dermott goes out there, breaks the rule, puts pride tape on his hockey stick. What's going to be next? What if a player says, you know what? Travis Dermott got away with it. Maybe I can actually do this. I'm going to wear a pride-themed warm-up jersey and warm-ups. The NHL, what are they going to do? Will they actually take a stand? Something is telling me that they will not, because they are weak. Weak. And this is probably going to put other players in a bad position now because of this. The NHL did not put their foot down. They got tested one time and they folded. So let's go ahead and read some of this. NHL players will be allowed to use pride tape this season after all, with the reversal of a ban that sparked the backlash around hockey and among LGBTQ plus advocates in sports. These people are not sports fans. They're not. They don't care about sports. They don't actually go out there and buy anything. They don't even watch games. They're just complaining that the NHL said, no, we're just going to wear our regular jerseys. That's it. The League Players Union and a committee on inclusion agreed to give players the option to represent social causes with stick tape during warm-ups, practices, and games. So even in the games now. The move announced Tuesday rescinds a ban on rainbow-colored pride tape for on-ice activities that was provided to teams earlier this fall as guidance for theme nights. Now, I believe even when it came to the games, like the pride tape, I believe that was only in the pregame. I could be mistaken, but now they're talking about actually in the games now. Wow. Look at this here. Quote, "We are so very grateful to everyone who believes hockey should be a safe, inclusive, and welcoming space for all," the makers of Pride Tape said on social media. We are extremely happy that NHL players will now have the option to voluntarily represent important social causes with their stick tape throughout this season. Now, please tell me, who was actually banned from actually enjoying hockey? Who was? Nobody. I'm saving you the time. Nobody was banned from actually watching hockey if they were a part of the alphabet community. No. Anybody can watch hockey. Anybody can play hockey. That's actually gay NHL players. Nobody's kicking them out. This whole thing with the jerseys and the pride tape, nothing more than a virtue signal and a distraction. Fans go to games because they just want to watch the game. That's it. Pride nights became a hot button issue in hockey after 6 players chose not to participate in pregame warmups last season when their team wore rainbow-themed jerseys. Teams this season are not allowed to wear any kind of themed jerseys, including military appreciation and hockey fights cancer for warmups. I believe that's going to flip too. I really do believe it's going to flip. This has now opened up Pandora's box. The tape ban drew criticism from players around the league, longtime executive Brian Burke, and others. Philadelphia's Scott Lopton told reporters he probably use it anyway, and Arizona's Travis Dermott, who we just talked about, defied the ban over the weekend by putting rainbow-colored tape on his stick for a game. Asked earlier this month about the ban, longtime Pride tape user Trevor Von Rimsick, I don't know how you pronounce the name, of the Washington Capitals said he hoped it would lead players to get creative about how they support social causes. Quote, there's still a lot we can do and a lot of ways we can make people feel welcome and included. So hopefully that doesn't deter guys, he said. A lot of guys, maybe this will spur them forward to maybe make it more of a point to do things, whether it's away from the rink or whatever it may be. Burke, a longtime advocate for the alphabet community, sharply criticized the ban. He said remove meaningful support, calling it, quote, not inclusive or progress, and a surprising and serious setback. Man, I just can't believe this, but I'm not stunned. Something was always telling me, man, that the NHL would fold on this. And it did. They're soft. They are weak. They were allowed to go out there and violate the rules. One player violated the rules, man. And guess what? This is going to put a spotlight on players going forward who don't want a virtue signal. The Woats will be coming after them. Trust me, those pride jerseys are coming back. I don't care what the NHL says right now. Those pride jerseys are coming back. Just wait till February, because I believe that's when Ivan Provorov took his stand. Trust me, the pride jerseys are coming back. Woke players will demand it, and guess what? The NHL won't say anything. They allowed the pride tape. Now they're going to allow the pride jerseys again. Trust and believe me, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.